there's things that you happen in your life that you'll still be able to achieve success, even though you weren't as great as it before. And so, I think it was just the realization of, man, I could do this.
Yes.
I could do this.
So were you like that growing up? Were you someone that had this mindset of, a work ethic and, scrappy, before even getting into boxing? Were you like that as a kid?
I was just a competitor. And that's my father. That's my mother. That's my grandmother. My father's side, who was very, everything had to be put into place. My father was born in 1929, in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Went to Howard University, ROTC. This is post-Tuskegee.
Okay.
And entered the Air Force through ROTC in 1949.
Wow.
And so his thing was academics always.
Yes.
But I had a brother who was a year ahead of me. And it was academics for both of us, but how do you best the guy that's right next to you? That was always just, and my brother's name's Larry. This is what Larry and I always did. Whether it was girls, sports, school, right?
Yes.
It was always competition.
You drove each other.
We drove each other. And it was amazing. You don't realize that until you're older, until you go, yeah, that's what that did for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so I think I was always just one that was always a competitor and liked to be best. I wasn't always the best, but I liked to strive to be. And so that was just kind of how I was shaped.
So was your dad very excited when you were recruited to the academy? Is that correct? Or
My dad kind of wanted me to go more so than maybe I wanted to go at the time.
When did you realize, because obviously you were on the 5-year plan, right? So I think you had a couple of times to make a decision I'm good, but you stayed. So when was it that it really connected with you that this is where I want to be and I want to serve?
Probably after my sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah, because my first 3 years, I wanted to play basketball so bad. I was trying to recruit myself. This is when you had to go send out your videotapes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You there with me?
Yes. Paper, emails, not the thing back then. Yes. All paper.
All paper. Mm-hmm. It was the email. I'm trying to send videotapes out. Spring break at the prep school, I think I went to Cal Riverside and tried to meet with the coach and try to drop off my tape. That's how bad I wanted to play basketball.
Right.
And then I found success in boxing, and it was, I think, why go anywhere else? You start to realize and get over, you're going to have a job when you graduate. I don't have to look for a job.
Right.
I don't have to go out there and struggle. I'm going to get what I want to do out of the military, and it's going to be a 5-year thing for me, and then I'm out.
Right.
Look at this
and
now, right?
It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. And so I think that's what it was. I think it was my sophomore year, and I was going, my grades were terrible. Mm-hmm. I could say that now. But no one's ever asked me for my GPA.
No.
And I still was able to get a doctorate. There's things that you happen in your life that you'll still be able to achieve success, even though you weren't as great as it before. And so, I think it was just the realization of, man, I could do this.
Yes.
I could do this.
So in that journey of, wanting to play basketball so bad, finding a space and a place that really you started to hone in on yourself in boxing, and then, went into the Air Force, you were leading, what have you found out about yourself in a leadership perspective, through those different situations, whether you ended up not playing basketball or something that went really well for you, like national champ?
I think just overall leadership was the ability for me to impact others to be successful. And I think that's what I took out of boxing, because it is an individual sport,
yes,
but it's very team-oriented. We don't put banners on the wall that say national team, national champion, without a team mentality to make sure that our teammate left and right of us are also excelling. And so in a small sport like boxing, at a time when I boxed, there was 12 weight classes. You're boxing the guy above a weight and below a weight because you're trying to make that person better. Iron sharpens iron.
Right.
I was 172, 175 pounder boxing the heavyweight because in my mind was no one's going to hit me as hard as this guy's going to hit me.
That's right.
And so if I can stand and last with this guy, I can last with anybody in college boxing. And that flowed for me into the military and part of my philosophy was, how do I elevate everybody else? Because I realized here at the Academy, it's not about us, right? We're in the people business to make sure people around us are elevated, have things that they need, resources they need to make sure that they're doing the job to the best of their ability, because then the unit does better. Team.
Right.
The wing does better. Team. It's not about us individually. And so I think for me, being able to translate that out of boxing into my Air Force career was part of what shaped me as a leader to make myself successful. I used to have to tell people, don't let the smile fool you. You know, I like to have a good time. I enjoy myself. I enjoy the people that I'm around. But also, I know our job is very serious, and I was very serious about our job.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of my leadership philosophy was always, my dad's thing was the golden rule, you know, treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Right.
And there's some things here at the Academy that I didn't love, so I took away from, I'm not going to be that type of person, into accountability, holding people accountable, myself included. And so even at the Academy as a knucklehead cadet, 'cause I did goofy stuff, I'd be the first one to say, yeah, it was me. Like I'd take my lumps, march my tours,
Right.
take my Form 10s, do what you needed to do, but you survive the place and you learn from it, and it shapes who you are as a leader. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this leadership lesson, watch the full episode by hitting the thumbnail here, and subscribe now to get the latest episodes of Long Blue Leadership delivered directly to your YouTube feed or wherever you get your podcasts.